As everything should be set. And hello everybody, welcome to a special event for the first time in the Assetto Corsa offline championship. We are here at Spa, but not for an official Formula 1 event. We're here for a special event, a classic event, where we'll hear the good old V8s back. And yeah, here at Spa, legendary track where we'll race this week as well with the F2 and F1. But right now we're racing with classic cars, and here is the old Red Bull race winning, the championship winning Red Bull, actually I should say, driven by Andrew Glock at the moment. And there in the background is a Ferrari, and I think that's the, if I recognize the helmet properly, that's the race-winning car of Sebastian Vettel, the championship-winning car, I should say, which is obviously famous for that last race in Brazil as well, where it was like spun around on the opening lap. It went to a charge back to claim the championship. Now here he goes for the first flying lap. Go on board, and look at that. Here the glorious V8 here in Spa, going through all routes. Flat out still, ready on up. It's very different in these cars, but yeah. Now the DRS opens. Yeah, they shift through. Now into Le Cam. Brake still very late. He goes through the corner, and he's through his first sector in the 32 seconds. So here he goes now. I hear the glorious V8. Everyone misses the V8s, of course. You always hear him say. So now you can hear them. Just for to be clear, these results in this race are do not count for the championship points in the current standings, and it's an open event. So every driver who is in the in the offline championship can participate. So now here he goes, Andrew Glock, to the second sector, and he's about to finish it off. Goes to Stavolo with a Ferrari behind him, and 2 minutes 60 was the last lap. And now, fun fact is that the GT cars are able to do around a 2 minutes 14, I believe, and that's in a race stint. And the F1 cars pull an out lap in 2 minutes 60, so it really shows a speed difference between those cars. Now into the bus stop chicane, very different, of course. We all know Spa. It was first a real before 27, it used to be a left hand, first left hand, then a right hand. As in the meantime, Dennis Graf in the Ferrari of Fernando Alonso, I think. Yeah, that is the car of Fernando Alonso. Sets a P1 time, a professional pole. There Blake Moore in the Mercedes. There's slipstream there. There's Graf. Goes past. And yeah, he's ahead right now of and he's 2/10 up actually on his time. And there and he's 1.8 seconds up on Blake Moore. So now here's Blake Moore in the car of Nico Rosberg. And yeah, very different performances from the teams. As this year you had of course Mercedes not being a top team, and Ferrari and Red Bull always battling for the win. As here's their boss Daniel in McLaren, 7/10 off. And yeah, so far it's professional pole for the German. There's the Hungarian. Goes here in to improve actually in the McLaren. And I wonder if he can keep the time, because now everyone set a lap time actually. A very different looking grid so far. Like very different cars, of course. They're way smaller actually than the than the current cars, the modern Formula 1 cars. So yeah, they'll be very different to drive. As in the meantime, there's Graf improves his lap by around 600 of a second, I believe it is. I wonder what Daniel can do. As Daniel, bust of chicane in, bust of chicane out, small lock up on the front left in the car of Jensen Button, and he stays P2 did improve in fact, but he still is 6 tenths off. In the Lotus, that's Adam Hiniat there. And yeah, Lotus, a team we don't see anymore on the grid. It now goes on the name Renault. After Renault purchased the team over in, I believe, 2016. Here he goes. Idiot. Can he get it close to pull? Yes, actually. 700 off in a Lotus. Very good result there. As Idiot goes into P2 in the meantime, and there in the background we see a little bit of a slipstream train. Here's the other Lotus of Patel, and it looks to me that Patel can't really match the time of his teammates, but in the meantime Blake Moore can pretty much match as much as he can the time of Patel, as there's literally 0.000 difference between them. Yeah, really close there. As the Ferrari of Sacchetti, the Italian here, normally in the Toro Rosso, now got the chance to drive a Ferrari, so beloved for brand. As we can see a bit of racing actually going around already in qualifying. It's only qualifying, boys and girl. No need to rush it already. And yeah, we can see some fireworks actually. I don't know who thought that was a smart there. As here goes the winners of Bruno Senna, driven by Rosetta Martinez, nearly going into the back there of someone. I couldn't really see. That's a Toro Rosso, I think. Where's the red light? That's a Toro Rosso, but Martinez there nearly clobbered the rear wing there of the Toro Rosso. Just there behind, I think that's the Williams of Pastor Maldonado, driven by Suto, I think is there. Martinez really does not want to stick behind. Stuck into the slipstream there. Now there's a 4 wide slipstream there. As it's now more battling for position than battling for time actually. As they're nearly going 4 wide. Look at this! It cannot go well. It seems like they all got through there. A little bit of smoke actually there. I wonder there why they really thought that was a good idea. It's just only qualifying there. Patel improves in the meantime. And yeah, a very close qualifying so far between in the midfield. But somehow FG in the Red Bull 1.2 seconds up. We know the Red Bull was really a fast car in 2012. It wasn't the dominant car in 2013, but it still was a very fast championship winning car actually. So I wonder why FG is struggling right now. So it's not only FG who's struggling in the Red Bull, it's also his teammate Andrew Glock there in the Red Bull. There's a bit of traffic from the Caterham there. And in the wise words of Sebastian Vettel, he's a cucumber. I can't really quote him exactly, but I do know that in fact Sebastian Vettel called one of the Caterhams a cucumber. As it seems like Glock is a bit stuck in traffic there. I think that's the HRT running in his way. But it's so far Dennis Graaf on pole position, on provisional pole, and it's 8 minutes remaining. Yeah, this is the problem. Oh, I think that was a touch actually. It was this guy who is actually stuck. That's a Mercedes of Marcus Schumacher, who made contact with the cage room. I think I don't know who it was, but he seems stuck, and that might be his qualifying over. Because this guy seemed to make a move on the inside at the bus stop chicane, but just arrived too late and went to the back there and damaged his left front. He's stuck there, not doing anything. There's Lewis McIntyre in the McLaren, that is. He's slopping a bit behind. The McLaren was a really fast car. So that's the car of Lewis Hamilton. And it was a fairly fast car, but it had just some reliability problems. It wasn't necessarily the pace that lacked, but here in this case, it seems to be the pace of McIntyre to be nowhere. Or he's losing power at some point. I don't know what it is. Here we go on board. It's not the official on board. It's on board enough, I'd say. Poo on. And I wonder what it is. The audio is a bit low, I must admit, on the onboards. As Hilliard goes in the pits. Blake Moore in the Mercedes, 1.1 second behind. I think that's an in-lap, or he's really not going anywhere. Miran FG in the Red Bull. I wonder what he can do there. We can see the big gap between teammates actually. Yeah, look at this. FG P4, Glock P9, his teammate. Giuseppe P10, her teammate Graf P1. The same goes for Daniel and McIntyre. McIntyre being not even in the top 10 qualifying, so very strange to see those pace differences, to be honest. Here's the car of Pastor now they're being driven by Joseph Frederick Suto. We know Suto isn't really prone for crashing in the actual championship. I don't think he really has been involved in any weird crashes or anything like that. He did score a podium in Baku in the Williams, so bravo to him as he goes into the pit lane. McIntyre in the meantime tries to improve there. Yeah, 2-1. You can really see the speed of the cars. Well, not anymore. As Nikhil Valji in the Force India P14. Not where you want to be either. There's 5 minutes remaining, and I wonder if Graf still comes out. Here is the Sauber of Checo Perez being driven by Fraser, I think it is. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Daniel Fraser. And here Blake Moore can't really match the pole time, as he is 2.4 seconds off the pace. And his teammate is this guy in P13. There, McIntyre! Finally, there you are, lad! Finally puts it a bit closer to where towards his teammates. He's now at 10th off. And McIntyre not really in the position to really push for pole right now. He's still 9/10 off, but it is an improvement, and he pushed Miran FG to the top 5, towards the edge of top 5. In the car of Mark Webber, that is. And yeah. Very strange to see the Red Bull of the both Red Bulls actually struggle. Here we see, here in the background there, I think we saw McLaren there. and Ferrari wheel to wheel. We couldn't really see it there. It was Assetto being overtaken by Daniel there, actually. Daniel now fights for the slipstream of FG, but it's not gonna be enough as he had to lift a lot, probably through a ruse, ready on. And there. Let's see, that is in the car Jensen Button. Behind him, it is the car Felipe Massa, driven by Assetto, with both one wheel to wheel through a ruse ready on. That's very brave, I must admit. As here is Adam Hidiat in the Lotus. And he fetches another run for pole position. I think he could get 2 runs. No, 1 run as he also has to do the in lap. Like the cooldown lap. So this has to be it pretty much, as he won't get another run. Unless he can push twice behind it. But then you really have to consider the battery. Here on camera straight. However, he does have a slipstream there. Can he match the time? No, 4 tenths off. That's 2 tenths slower than his actual time. And McGintyre goes in. I don't think he'll come out unless he does a fast pit stop. But yeah, this is gonna be the battle for pole. Here goes Dennis Graf, who's about to start his lap in the Ferrari of Fernando Alonso, who doesn't really have the best memories here, I must say. As remember the infamous crash in La Suze involving the car of Lewis Hamilton, Roman Grosjean, Kamui Kobayashi, and Fernando Alonso. They're all going out at least all at once in the first corner there. So yeah, I don't think Dennis Graf wants a repeat of that. But so far he's at least ahead of the original place where Fernando Alonso could put it in 2012. As Andrew Glock puts it in P7. Now I wonder if he can do anything. Dennis Graf goes even slower than his own lap. He goes slower than Hidiat. Here's Andrew Glock in the slipstream. And the car of Sebastian Vettel being held up by a Caterham there. Now up to a ruse. And I don't think that's really gonna help you there, as you might have to lift because of the car in front of you with the dirt, yeah. So that might cost him lap time, but here he goes into the slipstream actually. And I wonder if he wins. Actually, Hidiat actually goes on pole position there in the Lotus. And that's not something Dennis Graf would want to see. Andrew Glock 8 tenths off pole position, but that's definitely an improvement of his own lap. Miran FC doesn't come out, I think, anymore. So he's definitely out. And now Glock has to get rid of the Caterham in the middle sector. It's the last thing you really want a car to have, because the middle sector very tough as always, the most technical section of the circuit. And this is definitely not a place where you want to have traffic ahead. But now I wonder what Glock is gonna do. If he's gonna try and stick behind and get another slipstream in sector 3. Goes onto the grass nearly there. And oh my, this must be extremely frustrating there for Andrew Glock. The Red Bull normally drives a Sauber, has a chance to drive a Red Bull this time. And can he improve that? 3 seconds off. Oh my, no, that's not gonna be it. As Daniel goes P3. Sazzetti in the Ferrari P6. Martinez in the Williams of Senna P8. Fraser, where's Fraser? Andrew Glock finally seems to get past, but it's not enough. As there, look at that time, it ticks away and it's 3.3 seconds off. Qualifying is over, we're waiting for 18 car as Graf improves his improves his first sector. Fraser improves his position there. We were looking at Dennis Graf was a 10th off in the first sector, but definitely improved compared to his own time. And I wonder if he can stick it together. This is gonna be a very close lap time. Qualifying, I should say. And Graf, can he improve in the Ferrari? As Hidiat at the moment is on provisional pole, but I wonder if it will be more to come. 2 tenths off from Dennis Graf. Now if he sticks together, he has pole position, and how sour that must be for Adam Hidiat. It looks like the Ferrari is in pole position, if he can keep it together, of course. As it's 11 cars who still have to finish the lap times. Dennis Graf is one of them. Goes to the bus stop chicane. Looks very neat indeed. Small lock up there to get it turned in. Here comes Dennis Graaf, the German. Can he put Eddie Hidiot off pole? Yes, he can. Way a tenth of a second there. And that puts him on pole position. And there will be more cars to finish the lap time, as Daniel Fraser isn't really improving anymore. The Jetty goes in P6. In the background there's a Williams there actually of, I don't know who it was. Here goes Andrew Glock with another run. I haven't really paid attention to his lap times. He's there on the inside there, on the bus stop chicane, ruins his momentum there. That's not gonna help you either. Frederick Suter goes to P11. Andrew Glock stays P9. And that's it for qualifying. Wow. A very tough qualifying for some cars. As here's your whole qualifying. Dennis Graaf lines up on pole position. Adam Hidiot goes into P2. There, Boss Daniel goes in P3. Lewis McIntyre goes to P4. Marion FG P5. Juliet Chetti P6. Daniel Fraser P7. Rosetta Martinez P8. Andrew Glock P9. Rail Patel P10 in the Lotus. Joseph Frederick Suto P11, Blake Moore P12, Frank Gamba P13, Nikhil Valji P14, Laban Sisniskai P15, Courtney Simpson P16 in the Mauritian actually, very well job there. Adam Wolf P17, Peretsky P18, Max Smithland in the other Mauritius lines up P19. There's another Caterham P20, Usgun in the Toro Rosso P21, Luca Farina in the other Toro Rosso P22. Thomas Mandic and Guy line up the grid with the HRTs on the last line of the grid. As we go waiting for lines out. As it lights out and away you go here at Spa. It seems to be a good starter from Dennis Graaf in the Ferrari here onto La Hairpin. And they go, and it seems like Daniel got ahead there of the Lotus there. And all getting away fairly clean, I say. I'm not sure. There's Daniel. Daniel, wheel to a Roos in the lap 1. And Daniel is ahead there. And I wonder if there will be a round 2 there for Dennis Graaf. Here he comes, Dennis Graaf. It's nearly 2 wide there. On the inside of Daniel. Can he stick it together? No, he can't. Daniel leads in the McLaren. Dennis Graaf P2. Behind him, Adam Hidiot P3. And FC wins a position in the Red Bull P4. McIntyre goes P5. Wow. So a very clean start. Definitely better than what we saw in 2012. But yeah. Graaf loses a lot of places. McIntyre makes a good start there in the McLaren. And the other cars are just slacking behind there. As we see Idiot chasing there the car of Daniel, the McLaren there. And he feigns to run past that McLaren anytime soon. You can see them run away there from the other drivers of the grid. Here he goes. And it is Hidiot who is actually trying to stick a move around the outside of Blanchimont, but that's to really put on the brakes then nearly to avoid slamming into the back. Here he comes around the outside to the bus stop chicane. Is he around it? Yes, he is. Wow, very great move there from Hidiot. Dennis Graaf now really has to scratch his head there as the Lotus of Hidiot leads. Out of Daniel there, behind is Graaf and McIntyre. Now, it is a very big gap from the midfield towards the top 6, I would say. So here they are. Look at that there. Some cars really can't follow each other. So now Andrew Glock runs to make a position and does that there through a ruse. They're ready on. Has to cut the course there. Nearly makes contact there actually with Courtney Simpson in the Marussia. Wow. Cisetti there falls back as well. And he goes wheel to wheel there with Rail Patel. Sticks it past there. And it seems like she is a bit of a... meanwhile, this guy is under pressure there from Fosinja. Or is it the other way around? I think it's the other way. But there's damage there. Look at that. Look at those front wings. They are nearly hanging off there. Look at the nose, completely crooked. That's not the new era. It's the Mercedes wanted for sure. Not really tech advanced, I must admit. As not everyone seems to have gone cleanly through turn 1. As look at the gap. Hediad is pulling there. As Daniel just can't follow the pace. As the gap between Graf and Daniel 6/10. Slipstream. We know the slipstream is powerful, but is it powerful enough? Yeah, it is really. Look at that gap there, Graf made up. Tries to go around the outside there, can't make it around the outside. There actually, and then he spins him around there. That's Daniel who's gone off the track there. Dennis Graf seems to carry too much space in the speed through there, and ran him off the track there pretty much. What a bizarre move there. FG. As there, meanwhile, Daniel falls back. And it's FG who is into P4 right now. McIntyre under pressure there from FG from behind. Tries to apply pressure on Graf in the Ferrari. But there, Adam Hidiot really runs away. And there he is. Terrible as Daniel retires from this race. And it's Maron FG who's really starting to put pressure right now for the podium places. I wonder if he can pass him clean. As look at that in the midfield there, a lot of cars with broken wings it seems. As there I thought for a second there was a Caterham without a wing, but he's still running a wing there. He was just very much invisible. There's a raw scrap going on. Here goes Simpson. And he has to defend there from Gamba. Tries to fight back, but that Mauricio Simple is not fast enough. Gets over there and Glock in the Rebel, also not fast enough. I think he has a broken front wing. Where's that hanging from? Him. Max Smittler in the Marussia. Tries to do something, can't do anything. Is there, yeah. With a lot of cars with broken wings. An FG in the car of Mark Webber, that is. And, yeah, FG tries to follow up on McIntyre. Can he make up time to Blanchimont? And it seems like as they're around the outside actually, when I think that's Patel who tried to move around the outside and he made it stick there. A bit like how Verstappen did that to I think Felipe Nasser in 2015 that was. But meanwhile Graf runs away a bit from McIntyre, and McIntyre is under pressure there from FG. I wonder if that impacted Andrew Glocker's qualifying, to be honest, as maybe there was a collision there. And let's see. It is Usgun under pressure there from Blake Moore in the Mercedes, who must fallen back quite a lot. And he tries it on the inside of Rules Radion. Can he make that move there? Yeah, I think he can, but there runs off the Toro Rosso nearly off the track there actually. A very risky move there. And we've seen a lot of it. So look at the Fosinja there. Look at the both Fosinjas there. The wings scraping on the ground there pretty much. I think that's Nikhil Walji, who is really not having a fun for hanging front wing right now. I wonder what happened there. Maybe I assume it was contact in the first corner. But yeah. That's definitely not what you want of hanging front wing, because it really drags you the top speed down and stuff. So yeah, really not what those guys want. So oh, I think they might want to consider boxing this lap, even though they will lose lap time. It's better than driving with a broken car. Here the car of Marcus Schumacher, Laban Sasnitsky, pressuring the Red Bull there of Andrew Glock. I think Glock has damage, but so does the Mercedes. Pretty much equally skilled, equally. No, well, that nose of the Mercedes is about to fall off. Is there on the inside there? No, that's too far back. Goes around, tries to round the outside. Glock defends. Now goes on the inside, I assume. No, he's not. He's too far back. as this guy can't do anything right now with that broken car, pretty much. Yeah, is there? Oh my! And there it is, Paretsky. I said before, that car is not in good shape, and that car is about to retire as well with that broken front wing. There's Blakemore stuck in traffic, and I wonder what I assume he spun there, got spun around, but I'm not sure. Meanwhile, yeah, there he is, and Paretsky retires. Another retirement, again in the bus stops again. In the meantime, McIntyre really should look into his back mirrors. As there, Graf. I wonder if he has damage. Let me see. I can't see the front wing right now. Well, let's see. That front wing seems in decent state compared to the front wing of Sasnitsky. Here, Rail Patel and the other Lotus. Well, his teammate's leading. It's FG. Must have tried it for some reason. Or the timing screen glitched for a second there. Whatever it is. He was for a second side by side. Blakemore. Poor Blakemore. He had a poor he didn't have the best qualifying. Then must have fallen back into the carnage of Lassouz, because Lassouz always carnage. Here got Rail Patel. Can he try it perhaps? Who knows? He must get slipstream there from the Williams of Martinez. And Hidiot sets a faster lap, of course. That's Adam Hidiot in the Lotus with a lot of spare pace. I wonder. Not really anything. Exiting Lassouz right now and into Blanchimont. I don't think they really face traffic problems. Current pace they're running. Kind of Busa in the cage ram. Under pressure from the Marussia there behind him. Max Smitler. And on the main straight, do you want to do a dive move in turn 1? Look at the train of broken cars pretty much. They're like 5 seconds a lap slower, some cars, than Adam Hidiot. So in theory that would be at the end of this race an extra 25 seconds. And those cars really are slower and like Formula 2 cars pretty much. Meanwhile, Rail Patel tries to move in, can't get past. Same goes for Miran FC, still behind. So they're both really dependent on crashes right now. Here goes Hanabusa on the inside of the Force India of Walji, but the defense are very good in the Force India, even though it's about to fall off pretty much. No one seems to stick a move right now. As here, Rail Patel really on the gearbox right now of Martinez. Blakemore gets round Toro Rosso there of Farina. Now Farina has his teammate behind him as well. Rail Patel, what can you do, lad? Can you come closer? Who knows? We go on board with him here. Behind the car of the finish, waiting past the Maldonado. We know him. They're really touched early there. Hidiot sets another fast lap. Oh, and that's not really what you want being Rail Patel. And that's gonna cost you some momentum. There, he tries different lines there, but he's not really taking enough speed. So there, Laban Sniska does the same thing there, pretty much. Really a carbon copy there, slams the brakes there because he drove in or turned in too early, I think. And that's gonna cost you a lot of straight line speed. Blakemore, can you get closer? Nope, too far back as well. Oh, on the inside, does he actually get past? If he gets the extra right, and he does get the extra right, bravo there! Blakemore gets around the gate zone there of Adam Wolf. Very brave there. Now Blakemore once more. That's a very weird sentence to say, I must admit. But he is now on the rear wing of the Marussia of Smitler. It's FG. Still behind. Still can't make a move up. So yeah, is there a look at there on the camel straight there on the inside. And the booster tries it again. And can he make it up? No, as he gets a little push there again from Welgi. And no pass for there. Patel, same story goes for him. Can't make a move past. McIntyre must have fallen back. No, that's actually FG was fallen back more. And now there is Daniel Fraser in the Sauber of Checo Perez. I think it is. And now Hidiot sets another fast lap, 10 quicker. And now around the outside, Patel tries it again. Do they make contact? No, they don't. And that's really costing you lap time again. Being Rail Patel and lap time and exit speed. And once again, no move there. But now, guess who was in the position to perhaps make a move up into Camel up onto Lacombe? That might be Daniel Fraser, as he's really closing in there on Miran FG in the Sauber. As the Rebel really doesn't have the pace either. Meanwhile, Hayabusa finally overtook the Force India. Here's FC who tries again, too far back. That is same story. Now he loses momentum there on Fraser. Yeah, in the meanwhile, there's a little scramble here. The Belgian with that broken car. Is that gonna work there? They nearly touched there. Behind them, Blake Moore has to defend there from Max Schmittler. Wow. Very close there. Through Aurelius Radion. Oh, we saw two cars go wheel to wheel in the dirt there. Really makes that unpredictable. So that's a really brave move from all of them. That's a four breast pedal going to Lacombe. And the Toro Rosso of Arena really helps with that. Or really takes advantage out of that. Wow. And look at that. Well, gee there. Look at that car scraping the front wing along. And I wonder how that front wing's still on there, to be honest. In the meantime, it's this guy. No, that's the guy. The HRT of a guy who is there behind Adam Wolf. So in the meantime, Hidiot absolutely clocks out a few seconds difference, or should I say a lot of seconds. I see 2 seconds a lap faster there. Adam Hidiot. It's a really strong pace from the Lotus there. His teammate Red Bull struggles. Here we see FG again in the Red Bull. He can't really make up anything, I think. Rail Patel. Can he get a good slipstream there? Onto the Camel Straight? Yes, he can, but will it be enough? As finally FG ahead. Will it be enough? Will it be enough? No, as it seems like McIntyre has overspeed again on him. McIntyre really shows his muscles right now. Same goes for Martinez there. And there, Franco Gamba and his fellow Italian. Schetti has the outside line there and has the advantage there of carrying more speed through there. As this guy. They finally managed to pull away there. They always were away, to be honest, actually, my bad. There, look at that gap there of this guy having a Force India behind with a broken front wing there. Yeah, really, with the broken front wing, you really can't attack anyone, to be honest. It's just simply not possible. So, there, in there now, there might be the chance for Hayabusa to sneak away. That front wing really is about to fall off there. As there, Hidiot, 151.643 there. Look at that. And now look at Dennis Graf, who is about to finish the lap. And he is, let's see, and he is 2 seconds pretty much slower there. Wow. A bit less, but he's really slower. So in the meantime there, Martinez defense of Patel, but that might give Patel a better exit, and perhaps, yes, it seems like it. There's this guy there, still can't get past. There, Max Schmittler is still running in the way of Andrew Glock. So yeah, Glock really would want to have Schmittler out of his way. Can FG now finally go for a move on the inside? No, still too far back. He backs out of it again. And there, another Toro Rosso there. And now there also Frederick Suto coming into play. Now the Italian is under pressure there from Gamba again. And still do not anything. As there is that Sosniska overtaking Glock there on the inside of Lecom. And he's not ahead, but he tried something. As meanwhile, Daniel Fraser got past Miran FG. And oh my, what is FG doing in that Red Bull there? Really nowhere, to be honest, right now. Very tough time for both Red Bulls, to be honest. This guy is also still not ahead. Patel there. Try something. And we're in the final lap right now. His Hidyat is even another tenth faster. The lad is even improves his fast lap by another tenth. And Patel, no, that's too far back. It's Blake Moore there over the curb there. I thought for a second there he would have lost it there, but it was just a bump there. Rosetta Martinez seems like he had to bump to lift through Blanchimon. Takes a curb there quite aggressively. It's this guy now. Can he finally do something? No, he can't. 2 tenths back. That's not enough in a bus stop chicane. You have to be really brave. There, Andrew Glock defense as well, very harsh. That broken car. You really have no idea what's gonna do. Blake Moore now on the other hand. Try something. Yeah, doesn't have to lift, I think. Can he make it? Yeah, Blake Moore. That's too far back again. Yeah, under different lines. Then your Fraser there. Still on the back of McIntyre. Can Daniel Fraser do something? As there, Daniel Fraser's Andrew Glock must have lost out a bit there. As now there, Labin Sosniska comes up. And is he now ahead? Is he now ahead? Is he now ahead? The Mercedes of Sosniska? No, the answer is no. Is there? Oh, there, look at that. Glock really goes off the track there. As Sosniska has to stamp the brakes there for a moment. It really doesn't help him either. Now on the inside there of No Name Corner. Nope, he's still behind. So here's your leader, Adam Hidyat. Pretty much led from lap 1. And now here he comes. Adam Hidyat in the Lotus. Takes home the win for the offline championship event. And it's a race win for Lotus. So in the background there, Dennis Graff comes home in P2. Bit of a disappointing result. And in the meantime, McIntyre holds off for Fraser for P3. It's a podium for McIntyre. Wow, what a race that was. So here in the background we have more racing going on. As that is Uskan. Or is he lost out? I think he has lost out. But Suto there, can you make a last move? No, he can't. Too far back. Gamba ahead of him. So this guy then. Can you do something? Nope. He just seemed to have lifted up as well. In the final corner. And the Red Bull takes him back. Or maybe Blake Moore. Yeah, sets it around the outside actually. No, he has to lift there. And I think he's now too far back. Yeah, but he wanted to go for it, Blake Moore. Around the outside of Blanchimon. That's very tricky, especially when your cars are broken. And now it is, this is it pretty much. Is there. And it is Thomas Mandits who crosses the line as the last runner. As Paretsky and Daniel retired. This is pretty much your result. And it was a very enjoyable race, I must admit. Very unexpected result, to be honest. But congrats, Adam Hidyat, for your race win here. Even though it's not worth points, it's still worthy for your name. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me being your commentator. I hope you enjoyed the race. And I hope to see you soon back